Good day, everyone. You're welcome to CAD Barod. So, in this particular class, this is what we'll be doing today. We'll be doing a 90-degree elbow with a flange. So, we'll see how we can be able to do this particular job using the dimensions. So, we'll be doing this particular work on Autodesk Inventor. So, for us to start, Control N. So I click on Control N, I click Standard, and I click Create. So the next thing, I move over to my sketch. I'll choose a plane. I'll choose this plane. I'm comfortable with this plane, YZ plane. So after getting my plane, I'll come to this point line. From the origin here, I move to this point. Then I come 3-point arc. I stand at this point. I stand here. Now I produce something like this. I zoom in properly so I can be able to see. I click on line. Stand at this point and I project it upward. So from this point, I'll make sure it's see. So if you click on that, it's showing vertical. So I tap Ctrl Z, I click on this horizontal. So that's how it's programmed. So all I have to do now, I click here, I click on this. If you can see clearly the tangent. I click here one, I click here two to have something like this. And I zoom in, I click here one, and I click here. So I can be able to get a smooth curve. So now I want to dimension. So for dimension, I'll click here to dimension this length. I'll actually 150. Since all the SI units are on millimeters, then next I'll come here, I'll dimension 150. So I've been able to get this. Now I'll come here, I'll zoom in, I'll click here and I'll dimension 250. So this is how it's supposed to look like. So I've been able to get this and I click on finish sketch. I'm done with that. I come to this origin. As you can see, I have something like this. I look for this plane. Please watch. Click not this, not this. Let's see this plane. Let's see it. We want to choose the perfect plane. So this, I choose this plane. I come to this point and I click on create sketch. So after doing that, so whatever is your cycle, that will determine how the pipe will look like, the total diameter for the pipe. So I'll dimension this cycle, let me say 170. So I'll dimension it 170, tap my escape, and I have something like this now. I have something like this. So I've been able to get this particular job. So I come to 3D model and I click on sweep. It already knows it has already been engaged. Now it's the profile, the path it has to follow. First, this is the profile, and this is the path it has to follow. So just click here, you will get this. So I've been able to get this particular work now, as you can see. I've been able to get it. Then I want to create an opening for these eyes. As you can see, I want to create a simple opening. I come to model and I click on shell. Okay, okay. So here, sweep. Okay, sorry. I'll click on shell. I'll come to shell. I'll click here one, and I'll also click here. Depending on how you want the diameter, the thickness. So I can make it 5. You see the preview. So if I make it 10, you see the preview. If I make it 15, that's how the preview looks like. So I click OK. I'm comfortable with 15. So I've been able to get something like this. Now let me see how I can be able to add the flange. Now I'll click here now and I'll click on sketch. So I'll zoom in properly so I can be able to see. I'll click on cycle from the origin. I'll expand. Then I'll dimension it. I'll dimension it 250. So I'm good to go with this. Then what's the next thing? I'll come to 3D model. I'll click on extrude. Like this is the region I want to extrude. As you can see, oh, there's something I missed. Control Z. So I'll escape this and I'll do Control Z. Before I did that, let me use this plane. Watch please. So there's something I missed. I was supposed to click here, this to produce back this cycle. So I'll click here, I'll click on project geometry. Then so that I can have this opening. So if I click here now, extrude, this is what I want to do. Click here, watch please. So now you see that there is a difference. So please, if I move like this now, I'll keep it symmetric. Then I'll put it 20. You see the output. If I make it 40, you see the output. So I just click OK. So I've been able to get something like this on my file, as you can see. Now for the elbow, like 90-degree elbow with flanges. So now I want to add the openings here. So for me to add the openings, I'll click on sketch. I have something like this now. I'll come here. All I have to do is produce one cycle. I'll come to this place, produce one cycle like this. I'll dimension, I'll make it 20. So I'll see how I can be able to produce this same cycle. This same cycle. So all I have to do is pattern, circular pattern. First the geometry. What's the geometry? This is geometry. This is geometry. Then the axis. If I click on axis, this is the axis. So I can also create. You have to click on this axis, the axis. So if you're sometimes we try to do this axis not working properly, I can just create an artificial cycle that I don't want to make use of. Just take it as a reference. So I can have an axis for myself. So I click on circular. What's the geometry? This is geometry. You click on it. This is your geometry. Then your axis. This is the point. So we have this. Then if we want to produce like 8 openings, so these are supposed to respond. I click OK. So I've been able to get this now done. So I can just click here and tap delete. So I'm good to go. Since I made it, I just use it for my origin, like my axis. Now I'll go to 3D model and I'll go to extrude. Now watch please, you have to engage the areas at which you want the cycle to be cut. So since it's cut, I'll click here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yeah, 8. So if I don't click on anyone, that particular work will not paste through. So we're clicking up to cutting up to a surface, and this is the surface we're cutting up. So you can see now I click OK. So I've been able to get this particular flange here. Then the next thing, I come to this point, I click on this point and I click sketch again just to produce the same thing as I did the other time. So I use a polygon. I want to use a 3-sided polygon like that, the triangle. So I just come here, click, and I try to do something like this. Okay. So then the next thing I'll click on fillet. I'll see I can be able to fillet it. I'll come here and here. I'll make the distance. Let me use 20. So what's the distance? That's showing 2. So I'll zoom in because I don't want to use. So I'll use 20. 20. Mind you, I didn't dimension this triangle, so putting something like that will be very large. So I'll just tap Ctrl Z. Ctrl Z. Let's see. Let me see if I can adjust it. So okay, let me see if I can make it 5. Still large. Okay, Ctrl Z. Let me dimension this first. So that every other thing will fall in place. I click here. They're showing 337. Let me see if I make it 200. Okay, it has to be bigger than the pipe. So let's say 300. 300 is good to go. So let's see, make it 5. Okay, I can still make it 20. Let's see. I'll make it 20. Want to make it 20. 20. So yeah, 20. Come to fillet again. 1, 2. I zoom in. 1, 2. So all 20. So I've been able to get this particular job done. Then the next thing, which is, so if I want to add the cycle rather than getting the plane first, I come here. 1, just come here, do this 2, and I come here, not in the center, to produce this. So you can zoom in now. So click and just take it up a little. So I didn't, so let me dimension it so you have a dimension for yourself. So I say 35, 35. Let me check here. So sometimes some people struggle to move this. You can just see how you can this now. Okay. Then this, let me dimension this. If at all it has not taken the shape, okay, 35. I come to this particular one, 35. So I'm good to go like this now. So I've been able to achieve this. Then I move to my extrude, click on extrude, then I just click on this face. So I have something like this. And I would like to keep it on symmetric. So I'll make it 30. Let's see, it's on symmetric 30. No, I also forgot something again. So let's go back. The same thing happened to us the other time. So I'll click here now and I'll click on so that we can have the opening, plane geometry, so that there's space for us. So we have done that. Now go to model, then you click on extrude again. We're not cutting, we are creating a body. So I'll just click here. So we have the opening now, as you can see. As I said earlier, I'll make it 30. 30. Oh, I checked immediately. So let me show you. So come here, click on edit feature. So I have something like this. I'll put it on symmetric, as I told you earlier. So that it could be in the center. So this is it. Then the next thing, I'm done and click on OK. So I've been able to get something like this as I showed you guys on the preview. So I can come here, choose my materials, ductile, choose any material you're comfortable with. Okay, stainless steel. So you can now use any material you're comfortable with. So guys, we're done with an elbow that has a flange on both sides. So okay guys, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching CAD Baron. Thank you, I appreciate it.